7.3, combining like terms. All right, I told you we're going to be building and building on our equations. So the very first day, we solved equations, did simple one-steps. Then we did two-step equations on that same day. Yesterday, we just learned how to do the distributive property when it was all by itself. Today, we're going to learn to combine like terms. And then, eventually, starting tomorrow, we're going to be putting it all together. All right? So I can simplify a linear equation by using the distributive property and or combining like terms. And here are your vocab that we wrote down already. So if you're watching it online, you got to pause at this point and get the vocab copied down. Now we're going to talk about these four vocab through the whole lesson within the expression, and we're going to be naming them all. Example number 1A. It says identify the terms, the like terms, the coefficients, and the constants in each expression. Again, why are these expressions and not equations? What makes all of these expressions and not equations? Because we solved equations on day 1. Now we're just working with expressions. What's the difference? No, good guess though. These don't have what? An equal sign. Like they don't equal 2 or equal 4x. They don't equal anything, so we can't solve it and get an answer. We can just simplify the expression. All right, so let's talk about letter A, this expression. I'm going to write it a little bigger. 3x minus 8 plus 11x. In that expression, first of all, it doesn't ask us this, but how many terms are in that expression? There are 3, and here's what I want you to do. I want you to circle the 3 terms, and make sure you circle the sign in front of them that goes with it. This will help you when we get to all of these over here. So my first term is 3x. My second term is a minus 8. Minus 8, negative 8, they're exactly the same thing. And then my third term is a positive 11x. All right? We have 3 terms in that expression. Do we have any like terms? What are they? We have 3x and a positive 11x. Those are my like terms because they are identical. Their variables are identical. Now if this had a squared on it, if this was 3x squared and that was 11x, not like terms. They have to be identical. All right, so we have 3x and 11x. They both have the identical variables, so those are my like terms, so you write them on the line. 3x, comma, 11x. Those are my like terms. Now in my like terms, in my expression, list the coefficients. Coefficient. Numbers that are with variables. Co-workers. So what are my coefficients? What's my coefficient to this x?
3.
The 3, right here. So 3 is a coefficient. Any others?
11.
The 11 that is with this x. Is negative 8 a coefficient? No, because it doesn't have a variable with it. This one stands all by itself. This is a number all by itself, that term. So what is it? That is your constant, and you must put negative 8. You can't just put 8, you have to put the sign with it. Unless it's positive, then you just know it's positive. All right? Let's do B together. How many terms do I have total here?
2.
3. What's the first term? I'm going to write it bigger again. 4x. What's my second term?
Negative x.
Minus or negative x. And my third term is what?
-2.
minus 2 or negative 2? Minus 2. All right? 3 terms. Do I have any like terms? Sometimes you might not. Do I have like terms in this expression? What are they?
X and
4x and x, right? Half right. It's 4x and negative x. You have to have the sign with them. And that's why I said it's nice if you circle your terms so that way you don't forget to take the sign with them. Do I have any coefficients?
4
I'm hearing 4.
and 1 and negative
Ooh,
1.
listen to you guys. 4 is with an x, so 4 is a coefficient.
Negative 1.
And we're saying this assumed 1 here with the x, and I also heard what? Negative. So comma, a negative 1 is a coefficient. A negative 1 is a coefficient to that x. So we have 2 coefficients. Do I have any constants? The cheese stands alone. The cheese stands alone. The number all by itself, the constant,
Negative
it has to be a negative 2. If you just put 2, you would lose points. A constant is a negative 2. All right? 18x plus 7y minus 1. What are my terms? How many? 3 again. First one is 18x. The second one is positive 7y. And the third one is a negative 1. Now, do I have any like terms in that expression?
No.
Well, these have variables though.
Not the same.
They are not the same, exactly. I have like terms? None. There are no like terms that I could put together. See, up here, I could put these like terms together and get what? What's 4x minus 1x?
3x.
That's going to be a 3x. I could put these together and get what? 3x and 11x is?
14x.
I can turn that into 14x. That's where combining like terms comes into play today. But here, I cannot combine any of those. I can't put these together. I can't combine them. I can't add them or subtract them. I could multiply them or divide them, but that's it. All right? Do I have any coefficients though?
Yeah.
Yes, I still have coefficients, even though I don't have like terms. What are my coefficients?
18 and 7.
18 and 7. Are they both positive?
Yeah.
Yes, they are. Positive 18 and a positive 7. Any constant?
Negative 1.
The number all by itself right there, the negative 1. All right? Combining like terms. Simplify, I'm going to make this bigger too. Cool, huh? Combining like terms. Now we just practiced a little bit, I showed you when we were breaking them down and labeling them. But when you combine, come on pen, there we go. When you combine like terms, you add or subtract the what of the like terms. What did we do when we just practiced those two? What did we do with the like terms? We added or subtracted, we combined the what of the like terms? Next, the coefficients. So let's practice again. Any like terms in letter A?
Yes.
So it says simplify each expression by combining like terms. If you can, like that third one, we couldn't. Can we on this one? Yes, I've got 5x and 3x. What do I get when I combine them? Correct. It is not a battle. You combine them and get 8x. Done. Final answer. I cannot simplify that anymore. How about B? Are these like terms?
Yeah.
What should you do? Always put in your assumed 1. Excellent. So 13x minus 1x is simplified to to 12x. That one's done. Any combining that I can do here? Yes or no? Yes? Which ones? I have 7x and a plus 4x. So if I add those together, how many x's do I have? I have 11x. Done, right? Say no. Why not? Yeah, don't leave this guy behind. We simplified, we combined these like terms, but we still have to bring down our plus 12. Do you want to put it in the front or the back? I could, right, exactly, it doesn't matter. I could put 11x, I could go plus 12 here. Or you could switch it, you could go 12 plus 11x. See, they both have positive signs as long as these both have positives down here. It's like that walnut shell game on the Price is Right where you switch them around. You can just have, whoop, switch this one around, switch this one around. As long as their signs stay the same, you can move their order around. Because these are all adding and subtracting, there's no multiplying and dividing. Any like terms here? Blurt them. 14x and then minus 5x. What do I get when I combine those? What's 14x minus 5x? Positive or negative? Positive 9x. And what else? And then you bring that plus 8 down. Plus 8. How about here?
13 -21.
Right. Here our like terms are not terms with a variable. They're called what? Our like terms this time are what? 13 and negative 21. What do we call those? Constants. The numbers by themselves. Our constants are the like terms here. What is 13 minus 21? What is it? Positive or negative 8? It's a negative because this is a positive 13, a minus 21, battle of the integers. You get a negative 8, and then don't forget to bring down your plus 7x. How could I write that? What would that look like if it was flipped around the other way? Would it be 7x plus a negative 8? Like that?
Or, no, negative.
Right, it only gets one sign. What sign does it get? What is it? It's a plus 7x, true, but it's a negative minus 8. So that's what it would look like if it was flipped around. Either one of those is correct. How about here? What do I get when I get negative 6x and a negative 1x? A negative 7 what? X, and then what? Plus or minus 12? Because that's a positive 12 even though it's not written there. We know it's a positive, so it's plus 12. Show me on your boards, what do you get here? 5y minus 2y. You all had the correct answer. 5y minus 2y is 3y. And then you bring your 6x down, plus 6x. Some of you had it written that way. Some of you had it written with your 6x first, and then you went plus 3y. Either one is correct. H, let me see what you get for H. Hold up your answer. Here we combined our 4x minus 4x. So do you still want to stick with that answer that you held up? What is 4x minus 4x? What do you get? 4x, and then you minus 4x? What's 4 minus 4?
0.
0x. Do we write 0x? We don't write ox, right? No. So those cancel each other out. So what answer should have you had written up?
9.
Yes, you should just have, when we simplify, all we have left for that one is just the 9, because our variables canceled out. All right, let me see what you get for I. Now here you got a couple different combinings to do. The constants, and then the terms that have variables. There's two that you can combine. All right, I always like to list my variables first. What is a negative 12x minus 35x? You gonna add or subtract those? Is it a battle, fight, or no fight?
No fight.
No fight. They have the same sign, negative. So you add them together and get a bigger negative. You get a negative 47x. That's what those two turn into. And now combine my 11 and my 18. I get what? A positive 29. Or if it was flipped around, you would have done 29 minus 47x. All right, one left on this page. Jay, hold up your answer. All right, on this one, I can put together my negative 8x, my negative 7x, that gives me a negative 15x. I can't do anything with this 4y, because there's no other terms. And then my plus 1. All right. Create an expression that meets the given requirements. Time-wise, let's just go through A. Let's do letter A together, and that way you got some time to work on your homework today at the late start. We have to make an expression now that has 3 terms, and it simplifies, so your answer is going to be 5x minus 17. 3 terms. Who wants to give me an example? Go ahead.
I'm going to tell you what I did.
Yep.
Okay, negative 7 plus 5x
Negative 7
plus 5x
plus 5x
minus
minus 10. Impressive. There's 3 terms. I put it together. I could put these 2 together to get my minus 17. Anybody get anything different? That's one example. There's many out there. One more, and then we'll get to our homework.
2x plus 3x minus 17.
2x plus 3x minus 17. That absolutely does too work. Woo. 5x minus 17, that works. Okay, so there's going to be even more if you want to get into it. And we'll use the rest of the time to work on pages 5 and 6, combining like terms.